cinema reviews.
What is up, guys? Welcome to Boomer Base. Today, me and Maddie are back for another After Cinema reviews. Today, we're here to review Disney's 100th year animated Walt Disney movie, Wish. I'm one of your hosts, Ben. This is Maddie. Say hello, Maddie.
Hi.
But before we get to the real content, if you end up liking what you see and want to see more, please subscribe and hit the bell to be notified anytime I upload. How did you find Wish, Mad?
I really enjoyed it.
I also really enjoyed it.
Sorry, go on.
Snap. Oh wait, no, it's Jinx. But what did you think about Wish? what did you think about Wish, Maddie?
I enjoyed it.
You can tell how well my essays went in school.
I really liked it. I mean, I liked that it was only an hour and a half to start off with.
It's only an hour and a half.
An hour and 35.
Hour and 35, jeez.
Number 2, I liked the story. And I mean, I understand that it wasn't amazing for the 100th year film. But to me, like, the story behind it is what Disney's all about.
Yeah.
Like wishing and dreaming. To me, that is what Disney's all about. So, story-wise, I think that just sums up Disney. But although I liked the shortness, probably should have been a little bit longer, as it is the 100th year film. And also, I know how you've just said that you reckon the animation is how it is, to kind of reflect how it used to be, or how Disney's animation used to be, like a little bit simpler. But I wasn't... I mean, I noticed it at the start, and then for the rest of the film it wasn't a problem because I was just used to it. But just coming from, like, Encanto, which was so fucking pretty to look at, like, so nice to look at, and, like, Coco, although Coco's Disney Pixar, isn't it?
Yeah, but
even so... well, just a lot of their recent animation, even Disney Pixar, it's all so nice and so, like, so pretty. And this wasn't the same.
doesn't look as crisp.
No. I mean, I still really enjoyed... What I was thinking at the start is when it... You know, when we saw that it was on, like, a Mediterranean island and all of that. I like how the last few Disney films have incorporated, like, other cultures and stuff like that. I do really like that. How, you know, Encanto, again... I know Coco's,
Moana and Coco and things.
Coco's Pixar, but you know,
Luca as well.
Yeah, but like all of that. So I really did enjoy that aspect, that it was in the Mediterranean, and you kind of could hear that in the singing and see that in the dancing as well. I think.
Absolutely.
So I did really enjoy. I really enjoyed it as a whole, but reflecting on the animation, I do think it just could have looked so much nicer.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like from having
got all that information.
I know. I'm pretty impressed. To be fair, I'm a bit starstruck.
A bit put out, you bit.
I know. I'm not sure if I can top that. Well, you know me and talking, of course I can talk. So, the animation seemed to be like a 3D sort of watercolor-esque look. I think it was supposed to look like the old sort of storybook Disney.
You could definitely see that in. Sorry, you could definitely see that in like the sky, like the background scenery.
Yeah.
It looked very flat.
And I mean, I don't think it looked terrible. I think if you removed the watercolor look to it, I think you would have something close to Encanto and things like that in terms of the other animation you're used to.
Vibrancy and the...
But after the last few, so we've had Strange World, which we've not watched. There's Encanto, Raya, and then like Frozen 2 is the last few ones that Disney have done for the specifically just Disney animated.
Did we watch Frozen 2?
Yeah, we watched Frozen 2. Okay. I mean, I don't know where I'd place it in regards to this. Like, I don't really remember. I'd have to watch Raya again. I, for some reason, just have such like a... I don't think I enjoyed Raya, but I weirdly think I did at the same time. Like,
I don't think I can remember that.
Encanto I did really enjoy. Raya I think was fine, but just coming out of the cinema for Wish, I really did enjoy it.
Encanto, I enjoyed the animation, obviously, and some of the songs a bit more. Because I felt like it had more songs, but again, it's probably just because it was longer.
No, I think it did have more songs.
But I enjoyed this story more. I really enjoyed the story.
Well, this story, which is
I liked it. I thought it was nice.
Which is what I think they were trying to do with it being like Disney's 100th, you know, with it being titled The Wish, all to do about dreaming.
Wish, not The Wish. Just Wish.
Sorry. But, you know, you saw elements of Snow White in it, you saw elements of Pinocchio in it, and things like... Well, in the film, he was like when he became super evil, he was like, "Oh, mirror, mirror," and his face went everywhere, like in Snow White. You saw Pinocchio wishing upon stuff with the talking
I did
animals.
say that, didn't I?
Yeah, so I
There
think
was a lot of elements of other, like at the very end, you saw a guy
Peter
in
Pan.
a Peter Pan costume.
yeah, it'd be nice to go back
Peter
and
Pan.
watch it and see what
Yeah, I
else
was
you could
about to
see.
say, I do think there was probably a lot more in there, but we just didn't spot them.
I thoroughly enjoyed the song, the This Wish. I'm glad they used it again in the film because they did a bit where they
At the
added
end.
more people singing and sort of made it sort of like.
That is my favourite part, probably, of a Disney film. At the end, when they all sing together and it all goes.
Oh, don't!
Wow.
I think nearly started crying when they were talking about like I'm a star and things in the for that last song. It
I think
was
I might
it's
have been in the toilet.
no, you'd come out for that because I caught you up with the.
Yeah.
It was when they were all tied to the floor and they started
Yeah.
singing and everyone started singing.
The hearts were glowing. Their
Yeah,
wishes.
I like the emotion. I felt was very very strong,
Yeah.
but I've never heard of the lady from who is the voice of
Aisha.
Arsha.
Aisha.
Arsha.
I swear they said Aisha.
No, it's Arsha.
I swear they said.
That's why there is no I or anything.
Yeah,
It's just
that's what I was thinking when I was thinking. When then the subtitles come up or whatever, and it was just A-S, I thought, well, why are they saying Aisha?
no, it's Arsha.
I swear they said Aisha.
But Arsha was great. She did great at voice acting. I have no idea if she did the singing
I recognise her name.
for her character.
Ariana DeBose. I
Um,
recognise that, I just don't know where.
I kept thinking the mum was the no. I kept hearing the mum from that family Blackish.
Yeah.
I kept thinking
Rainbow.
I kept thinking I was hearing her a lot of the time, but wow, Chris Pine as King Magnifico was very very good, and King Magnifico looked a bit too good looking for a
He was
villain
good
randomly.
looking,
He was very good looking. Are you googling or?
Yeah, I'm seeing what she's in. What she's
Um,
been in, because I recognise her name.
I mean, I can press just right click here and have a look for
Yeah,
you.
well, when I said I know what she's been in, I don't know what she's been in, but I recognise her name, and you didn't do anything. I thought, well,
Oh,
I'll just do it
sorry.
myself then.
She's been in West Side Story. She's
Yeah,
been
I'm
in
looking for myself now. Thanks.
Hamilton, in The Prom. But yeah, Chris Pine as King Magnifico was a bit hot under the feathers for a good looking villain. It felt like he was a bit too good looking.
I liked his I liked the Queen.
Yeah, the Queen was really cool.
She
Queen
was lovely.
Amaya, I think. Amia,
I'm not sure.
Ami, something like that. However you
Queen
pronounce it.
Amaya, yeah.
Evan Peters as Simon. I didn't even
Which one was
clock
Simon?
the knight.
Oh,
I know.
okay.
I didn't even clock the voice at all.
No.
I couldn't tell that was him. I know of Alan Tudyk or however you pronounce his name, but I didn't realise he was the goat.
Cabo. Was that the little guy?
Yeah.
That's funny because he matches him.
It was surprisingly I enjoyed it a lot more. Like I knew that it had got bad reviews and had quite a bad reception to it, and it kind of ended up being like the Marvels again. I expected it to be really really bad, and I was looking forward to just hearing that Wish song and just being like, oh, I'm hoping that's going to be good.
I enjoyed this more than the Marvels.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed this much more than Marvel.
But I know what you mean.
In terms of
yeah.
like I thought it was going to be
You're
a real
going in
big.
thinking it's going to be shit.
Maybe I
Well,
should
not
just do that
shit,
for every
but-
film now. Just be like, this is going to be
And
shit,
then it probably
and just
worked.
and
You
just
haven't got your
be
hopes
big
up.
surprise. Not all of the songs were amazing. I think there was 3 in total that I really enjoyed. I enjoyed the one where Arsha and King Magnifico were singing before. She was
Yeah.
just like, hold on a minute, these wishes deserve to
Before
be
she
granted.
realised that he was. Oh, that's another thing. That we kind of hoped that, or we thought that it would have been better if he wasn't revealed to be the bad guy in the trailer.
Yes,
And
That's-
I think that might be why it hasn't done, maybe as well, because I think that would have been a good.
if they'd sort of done the trailer, because I know different companies do the trailers and things, which
Surely they
just
still have say over it.
not overly. I think they get
Why
a say
not?
in what they can't completely ruin or completely show, but
Well, then
other
they should have said you shouldn't have put that on.
but it happens with lots of films and trailers anyway. But I think this definitely spoiled the film a bit in terms of you could have done the trailer where, the wishes have maybe escaped or someone's trying to plot it or do something,
Or they find out that the wishes are never going to come true.
but kept the
they
king
just
still
kind of-
looking like a good person. But
Yeah.
whenever you have something like, as soon as I started like hearing more of how the kingdom is controlled, I was like, damn, how's no one questioned this at all? How's a
Well, they
man?
don't.
How's a man got to freaking 100 without his wish being done?
They don't question it. It's like a lot of situations like that. People don't question it. It's all they know, isn't it?
I know it's
And it's what they think is for it. They think it's for the best because that's what they've been told.
oh no,
And that's
absolutely.
what they believe. But yeah, no, I know what you mean. He is just very sus, just in general. Like
It was very
he
me.
it doesn't take anything out of him to grant a wish. So why does he only
Not that
grant...
we knew of.
Yeah, but if there was, they would have said, "Oh, this is why it's only done every so often because it takes up all his magic," or
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? But he, for some reason, doesn't want to grant. He can only grant one. What, every few months was it? Or every
He did
year?
14 in the last year, he said in the film. So it was sometimes more than once a month. And it was quite ironic that he said that he didn't want to grant the grandpa's or great granddad's wish because it might start a revolution, which is ended what happened,
Exactly what happened.
which was quite. Which is weird because she wanted to get back his wish and make his wish come true, in which it ended up actually doing what he said might happen with the wish, which was quite funny. But
Yeah, but yeah, and I forgot what my point was actually.
sorry.
It's okay.
I thought Valentino was cool. There was a few bits where I laughed. There was a few jokes or one-liners that kind
Valentino
of,
the
goat,
Yeah,
yeah.
I liked him.
there was a few bits where I was like, okay,
I like John the bear.
yeah,
Is it
John
John?
was funny. I
Thanks,
liked
John.
it. Thanks,
No
John.
worries.
No worries. But no, it was quite cool seeing all the animals talk and things. I don't overly understand the whole everybody's a star bit to the film.
Oh yeah, I feel like it just came back to me. I feel like one of the reasons they probably should have questioned it earlier, the fact that they forget their wish and they have like an empty. Do you know what I mean? It's like they've had their soul taken away almost.
No, I think that's what it is. I think
it's how Simon was like. He was just all tired, and they told him he was boring because he had to give his wish. Because when they turn
boring, mate.
18, they have to give their wish up, and he was the only one out their friendship group that turned 18, which is why he betrayed them.
No,
Bless
so
him.
I suppose the wish kind of represents some form of dreaming and believing and almost a little bit of no, because a lot of them had hope, but I was going to say hope, but it probably is the wish is probably just some part of the soul.
Yeah, but their only hope was that their wish might someday be granted. I feel like he's definitely. I mean, obviously, he definitely used it as a way to control everyone on his island. It's like, well, if you're good and you behave, then
Oh, maybe grant
I
your
might,
wish.
I might grant your wish.
So even wish can't live in a world without taxes or being taxed. You just get run by an evil ruler that might or might not grant
Yeah,
your
so
wish.
you live rent free and you don't pay bills, but
You might never have your wish granted. Some of the wishes that we did see were a bit fucking stupid though.
I want to fly.
Yeah, I want to fly.
It's like
you're not gonna
that's
fly.
not
I'm afraid.
reasonable. That's more of a
I know.
It's not something that you can just do on your own, like her granddad just playing the ukulele or inspiring people.
Just
or
inspiring
whatever
people.
you wanted to do. But yeah, learning to fly and
I did like that we got to see some more disabilities represented in Wish with Dahlia, her friend,
with the crutch.
with the crutch. Yeah, I didn't even notice that till
I didn't
three
either.
quarters way through the film randomly,
And,
and I was like, oh shit, she's got a walking stick type of thing and doesn't walk very well. But that's nice to see more representation.
well,
I
that was
honestly.
the only one.
Oh yeah, no, I
yeah.
couldn't. I think there's someone in a wheelchair, maybe in Strange World, I think, or something like that. But I don't think you see often too much.
I don't know.
So it's nice to just see that, something that I think is a positive for it. I do think with this film being Disney's 100-year type of thing, I do think this film is a bit of a letdown, all things considered. I definitely think Disney has the money, capabilities, and had the time knowing it was going to be the 100th year, because I think from looking they started working on it in 2018.
I think it's a great. I think they could have developed on it more, 100%. But I still really like the story.
Yeah, no, I still really like the story. I just
and
think
what
if
that represents. But yeah, no, I know
if you've
what you
built
mean.
something up to 100-year and this is the film that's going to be your Walt Disney 100-year anniversary type of film where you're gunning with that Disney 100, you've been working on it since 2018, so it's we're talking nearly 5 years now you're working on it, and this is the film you end up with. That's quite a disappointment overall.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the film, really short. I want to get it on Blu-ray and things, to be honest. From seeing all the credits where you saw all the different animation and our sort of I say my idea, but Of course, my lovely girlfriend will be doing it with me, where we watch all the Walt Disney animated movies, and her eyes are just going very like, "Oh, I hate you, Ben, for roping me into this."
Not only did we have to do 25 days of Christmas, but now we've got to do every single Walt Disney.
Well, we're not. There's no time constraint on the Walt Disney one.
Yeah, good, because it's a lot.
It's not like the 25 days one is different because it's one a day, but this film I think is a letdown in that sense, and I think that's what's upset a lot of the fans.
Disappointed a lot of people.
There's you know going in tandem with the animation style, as you mentioned, we've been getting crisper and crisper when you look at things like Encanto, when you look at things like Soul, even recent things that have come out, like Into the Spider-Verse, the animation is different, but it's still really nice and crisp. Elemental looked really, really good and very pretty with all the flames and things and how the elements looked. And while I appreciate the watercolor aspect of this, trying to go back to the roots, I don't think it hit. I think this should have been a better story of a film. I think you could have had something completely different. I still really enjoyed it, but I think...
No, I don't agree. I think they should... I think... Because it's... Again, I keep saying that, but it does represent Disney. So I think it should have been developed a little bit more, or maybe lengthened, but I don't think the story should have changed.
Oh, I don't mean, like, ignore the film Wish. I just mean in terms of, I think you could have come up with a better concept and story for an 100th animated movie anniversary.
I know what you're saying, and I'm disagreeing with you.
Oh, okay, well, never mind. So is it? I think you could have had something better for...
I understand what you're saying, but I don't agree.
Oh, Maddie can
Again, like
decipher
I keep saying,
autism.
Like I keep saying, I just think it's literally the epitome of fucking Disney. Dreaming and wishing. That is Wish Upon a Fucking Star. That's one of the original fucking songs, isn't it?
From what film, Mad?
No idea. Cinderella? There we go, Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
But this is what I mean. Like, I think the story was very, very fitting. So I disagree with you.
Okay, no, that's absolutely fine. We haven't even talked about the star, to be fair. It was very, very cute. I enjoyed it. That will sell merchandise when he dressed up in the little sweater and just things. I'm quite happy to take like a little nightlight of the star sat on my desk. It's very, very cute. Although in some of the trailer bits before the film, we saw like the Universal Orlando and things, and like we saw like a Disney one as well, and like I don't fully understand going to places like that at all.
Why not?
I just don't see how it can be fun to go to spend like literal thousands like people do to go for.
Because you're not a child.
Well, adults go.
Yeah. Adults are obsessed with Disney. You're not obsessed with Disney, so you're not the right market audience. So you wouldn't agree.
I mean, I'm pretty obsessed with Disney. I do like me some Disney movies.
It's not the same thing.
But no.
No, I completely agree. I completely understand why people want to go there. I, myself, didn't really enjoy Disney the last time I went because I was probably a bit too old, and it was me and my parents. So that's only because we went to Universal.
Did your mum have fun?
Yeah. Because she's a bigger child than me. As Dad kept saying when we were there. But we only went because we went to Universal, which is obviously a lot better for us.
Mm-hmm.
But, so many children go to Disney and just have a fucking amazing time. So many adults do because they're there with their children making memories. So I completely understand why people spend that money. Just you wouldn't. That's fine.
Yeah.
But just because you wouldn't doesn't mean other people shouldn't.
Yeah. Getting hit left, right, and centre with Maddie. Maddie's bringing out the left hooks this episode. But you're just like, yes, I've finished now.
You can carry on. I'll see what else I can argue with.
Oh, I thought that was something in the background then. The goat's like
Little goat.
the goat's butt.
Little goat bum.
I wish we'd seen more stars randomly. I was really hoping at the end when the star got captured, spoiler warning, I thought we would see more stars. I didn't expect the whole like, we're all stars, we're all connected. I wish that had been explained a bit more, why people were stars. I was like, okay, am I just a star now, or is it just that we're made up of stars? Or
It means that they can just make their own wishes and dreams come true without anyone else help.
Autism's toast. You're having fun this episode, aren't you?
Yeah.
But no, I had a lot of fun. Did you have a lot of fun, man?
I did have a lot of fun.
If you haven't watched Wish yet, I highly recommend you go watch it. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised, like we were. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that.
Wrapping it up.
Yeah, I'm wrapping it up. ain't allowing for no more arguing today, Maddie. As you're such a big Disney fan, I look forward to reviewing all these animated movies with you.
You're making me do it.
Aye. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and tune in for the next After Cinema reviews. Say goodbye, man.
See you next time.
See you next time. Hey, thank you for watching the video. Click the button to keep watching, or click the other video for more videos, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.